make me wonder.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as you should. Today's topic is going to be about stop seeking male validation. It's giving desperation and it's giving pick me. Stop doing that, guys. Have more respect for yourself and have more self-esteem and be more confident in yourself. You got this, guys. Nobody should judge anybody here, right? Because some of us have been here. So guys, let's get into this. Now, what is male validation? Male validation is more like when you seek validation from guys. That's what it is. So you would do and act in any way that would catch a guy's attention. This could be disrespecting yourself in the process as well. So that's what male validation is as a nutshell. Now, why do you seek male validation? Do you feel like you are not pretty enough, or do you feel like you're not confident enough, or do you feel like the guy that you want does not want you, or do you feel a certain way? Because I'm really trying to understand. But seeking male validation is not going to get you anywhere at all. Do you feel like when you seek, like, are you trying to feel better by yourself, or are you trying to prove to other people that you can catch male attention? Because what I believe is the people that don't try too much are the people that actually get male attention. But the people that try a lot are the people that you come across as desperate. And men feel and sense desperation. The reason how I know this is because the same way you as a girl, if you see somebody trying so hard to be your friend, it will give you an ache and you feel like that's desperation when you hide what. That's the way I see it as. So guys, I believe this is a self-esteem situation. You either feel like you're not good enough, or you either feel like you don't see yourself as worthy enough to get the guy that you truly want. I know it's very ironic. Or you either feel like you're not confident enough. I'm going to need you to stop doing that. We don't need external validation from nobody. Stop believing you're not that girl and act as if you're that girl. Stop being desperate in order to get this male attention. In fact, you should be sitting pretty and the guy that you want should be coming to you. It's a 50-50 thing, right? Or you should be setting hints. I know that obviously, but this is just my opinion. I'm just saying it in the sense of so you don't feel too desperate. Hear me out. When you're like getting a guy's attention that you really want. Because when you're desperate, it's not a good thing. Like, it just comes across as an ick. And it's not good. And I don't need my girlies to be seeking male validation. And most times is that when you seek a lot of like male validation and all that, you settle for less. You settle for whatever they offer you. You settle for, because your self-esteem is not built. So you can also end up in a toxic relationship because you feel like, okay, cool, if that's what the person can give me, let me go ahead and take it like that. You might end up in a situationship because you don't respect yourself in order to say, this is not what I want, this is what I want from the get-go. So I'm not going to touch too much on it, but on like the relationship aspect of things, but I'm just going to talk about like the overall topic on male validation. Don't to be a pick me. Why do you feel like people need to be picking you? Don't feel like that. Male validation should stay. Like, I understand, like in primary school, high school, there's a stage where it's like after puberty, I've got this, I've got that. But when you take that across adulthood, it's not good because now you're not being desperate. Social media can be another place where a lot of girls seek male validation based on how they dress. Now, dressing is a bit tricky because I'm just trying to speak in a way that it does not come across as if I'm insulting somebody. But if it feels like that, sorry, I don't mean it like that. So let me talk about social media now. Social media is made in such a way that male is seeking women validation and women seeking male validation. The way women seek male validation is either you post pictures that's inappropriate, in my opinion, but there are times when guys might be on women's DM or likes and it's weird. But one thing I can say is confident. Look at yourself within and tell yourself, look, I am confident. right? And if I like a guy and the guy does not like me the same way I like him, let it go. You don't have to be so in that face or so pushy that they must like me. They don't have to. It's not even obligatory for them to like you. So remember that and always look at it as, because I'm confident now, I sit down as pretty as I am. That confidence gives the guy the feeling of wanting to literally go to you, up to you and be with you. Or like, and any guy that doesn't want to be with you, don't make sure they know your life, because those people are just there to play around with your time and you don't have time to waste, because you stand on business, stand on that boundary. Tell yourself, look, I'm not gonna date or be with anybody who does not want to be with me, or be with somebody who does not know how to respect me in the process. So confidence is such an important thing, because it's like, for example now, when I see a friend and when I see somebody who's on their own and who's confident and does not even try to make friends, like just themselves, you want to be friends with me, you don't want to be friends with me, it doesn't matter at all. Most times, people would want to be friends with that person, because it's just that confident that you radiate, because you also give that energy of, you take me or you don't take me, I'm gonna be fine. It gives that vibe. So that's the way you have to be looking at it as when it comes to male validation. Some girls might not realize that they have that male validation in them, but most times it comes from self-esteem. Like your self-esteem is really low, so it's something you have to work on. So now I'm just gonna speak on things on how to improve like seeking male validation. Now, number one would be, try and sit down with yourself and build your self-esteem and your self-worth. You determine yourself up. Don't ever let anybody determine your self-worth. Now, when you're building your self-worth and your self-esteem, build it from within. What do you like? What do you want to see? What do you expect? Be realistic with what you expect. What do you like as a person? What can you tolerate? What can you not do? What do you like? What do you not like? Build your self-esteem or self-worth from within. Stop building it based on materialistic things, based on external things. It's never gonna be enough. It's constant seeking approval from others. So you have to be able to live what other people like, because that's not what you like. Look at yourself and say to yourself, look, I'm gonna build myself from within, break down the things that society has made me like. I don't need that. And look at yourself and say, from now on, I'm gonna start liking the things. I'm gonna start liking the things I want to like. That's what I'm gonna do. So build your self-esteem from within. That's why it's so important. Like, self-care will help you in life. So do that, because that's literally lack of confidence. Although you might come across as confident, but that area would not lead you to confident. That's just, to you it might seem like confident, but it's not confident. It's something else. So that's that. And number two would be being mindful of unhealthy pattern or expectation around male attention. What do I mean by this? What I mean is, like, when it comes to male attention or when it comes to unhealthy pattern, when you catch yourself, you have to be very self-aware. That's another thing. When you catch yourself like seeking male validation or wearing something, when you wear something, think, am I wearing this for myself or am I wearing this for male validation? Am I wearing this for myself, or am I wearing this because society society has programmed you to think that seeking male validation is the way to go. It's not really the way to go. In fact, it's the opposite way to go. So, same with dating advice online and everything. At the end of the day, this is everybody's opinion. This is my opinion. When you see yourself doing these things, like, look at yourself and think, yeah, am I doing this for people? Am I doing this for myself? Always do things for yourself. Because some people wear something, go out, seek the male validation, but they don't feel comfortable. And it's not really a nice feeling to not feel comfortable because you're trying to seek male validation. It doesn't make sense to me. Now, practice self-love. Beside male attention, find a goal, find a dream, find something that makes you busy apart from male validation. Find something that empowers you, that makes you feel confident, that makes you feel like, okay, cool, I'm gonna achieve this. Because when you focus so much on male attention, you waste time. You don't have time to be wasting. You don't do that. Okay, the more you waste time, the more you then sit down with yourself and think, oh, why did I waste my time on this? Why did I waste my time on that? When you start loving yourself, it doesn't make sense. Don't do that. And the last one would be swap male attention for self-acceptance. Accept yourself, love yourself, accept everything about yourself. What do you like, what do you not like? And you'll be set for life. So now that's the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe as you should, and share. Bye.